So it's been a while, and my apologies. Back in November of last year I planned on doing monthly updates and thought that even though I had knee surgery I could cope with the filming and production. I was wrong. Now I have to play catch up. I've decided to move forward and put together weekly if I can, but definitely bi-weekly 10 to 15 minute episodes until we get entirely up to date, to keep the continuity going and not present you with the beginnings of a one-story building, which is where we are right now. We last showed you the site being backfilled around the stem walls and a bonus addition regarding the missing sewer pipe. A lot has happened in 2 months, so without further ado, let's head off to the site in the last week of October and some video from the first week of November last year. Hi, I'm here with Chris Stanton, the supervisor for the site. Superintendent, actually, isn't it? Is that the correct terminology?
Site supervisor, that would be correct, yeah.
Okay, and today we're showing the guys they're putting in the ground, all the ground. Well, I say the groundwork, but it's actually the ground plumbing, electricity, and HVAC. And this, in fact, is the plumbing. And yeah, I'm telling you, you should be telling me. So
Sure.
So what's going on?
So what we have now is what's called the underground rough. Plumbers come in and they're going to lay the pipe, sanitary drains, storm drainage, and water lines. We're going to run all these lines underneath the slab so we can get through from one side of the house to the next, and these drains will go up and catch all your water-related products, first floor, second floor, third floor, all the way to the roof, where they'll catch the rain drain. It'll drain out from the house and into the drains down here. So we got to get it from the roof and all the plumbing fixtures down and outside the house. And this is how we'll do it. And so that you don't trip it on these pipes when you walk through your living room, you bury them under the slab.
Yeah. So eventually, so if I just come here a second, these are going to be eventually covered in cement, correct? This is when the slab goes down. This whole site, in fact, will be one slab.
Yeah, this all, the surrounding in the middle here will all be covered in cement. This dirt will all get flattened out, and then we'll pour the concrete right over top here once we get all these pipes and their placement inspected.
And of course, the pipes, they follow all the way through the building, plainly, all the way through.
And catch all the...
And so, like this rebar here that's sticking up here, for instance, when we put on the first floor, that will connect to the first floor rebar.
Blocks will go over top. These rebars will land right in the center of the holes for concrete columns that we have going up. It'll form the corners and the walls. So these walls will continue to go up from the outside. This is the perimeter of the building, so this will continue to go straight up.
All right.
And these are the bracing for the next level.
So when actually they filled these cement blocks with concrete blocks with concrete, they kept some with sand, am I right?
That's correct.
So that they could, they didn't have to dig out the concrete again. So all they had to do was then, as they've done here, they pushed out the pipes. And as you can see here, they're already buried in the ground in the dirt, so to speak.
Like that dirt will go back over top, and then the concrete topping will go over the dirt.
All right, beautiful. Okay. So what's the next thing to happen here is obviously we know the electrics are going to go in, and then sorry, go on, please.
After this gets inspected and we pass inspection and backfill this, we'll do similar with electric, air conditioning, condensers, or any kind of irrigation that has to go from the front of the property to the back.
Okay, and this is due to be inspected tomorrow, correct?
Let's do things around. So
all right, so once we've got inspection, then we can go on and do the electrics.
Once we get inspection, we backfill it, flatten it back out, bring in the other trades, do they're similar, push through.
I'll tell you what, it's lucky I'm not a famous film star, because here I am, I'm in a ditch, you're up there. It looks ridiculous. But anyway, that's the way it is. I can't help being short and dumpy. So I'm here with Daniel Wolfram. See, I got it right.
Nice Irish name.
Yeah, nice Irish name, from Tungsten Plumbing. And can I call you Dan?
Sure.
Okay. And Dan is laying all the pipes here for the plumbing. And so tell me exactly what is the plan here?
So the plan here, the first stage obviously is the block, and then this is all the plumbing that's going to go underneath the first floor concrete slab. Because in Florida we don't have basements. Normally this is done in the basement, but in Florida it has to be done here because the water table is in the basement.
Sure.
I would probably say about 50%, if not more, of these pipes are all the storm drains coming from the flat roof.
Yeah.
And then the other ones are there's one bathroom in each unit on the first floor and a kitchen on the first floor in each unit.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so I guess
the
the smaller pipes are obviously for the bathroom type operation,
correct.
whatever.
Yeah, like
what
the
is
little
the
2-inch pipe is the kitchen, and then the other 2-inch pipe is the vanity and the bathroom.
What about sanitary?
Sanitary is the 4-inch pipes you see. There's one in each unit. That's your powder toilet in the first floor. And then a bunch of the other 3-inch pipes are all the sanitary sewers going upstairs to pick up the bathrooms above.
Right.
And these ones that are kind of really out here on all the perimeters, those are all going to be your roof drains for rainwater.
Okay. So all we've got to do now is connect an 18-inch lateral to it from the sewer.
Correct.
That was, I don't know if you know, we had the problem trying to find the sewer, but we found it and we're going to connect it over there in the right.
Yeah, they're going to bring a sanitary up here, and we'll connect in once they've done that.
Okay, lovely. Well, look, Dan, thank you very much for the explanation. How long are you to be here for?
We're done today. Inspection tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then usually we don't come back until it's complete shell is built.
Right.
Unless we can come back and do those sanitary sewers.
All right. So so we get inspection. The next person in here is the electricians.
Correct. Yeah.
And they're laying down pipes for conduit, correct?
Correct. Yeah. They like us first, one, so we don't hit them, and two, they can use a lot of our trenches.
Yeah. No, that's good. It's actually surprising that you don't work more in concert with each other, because couldn't you just like sit side by side doing the same thing, save a bit of time?
It's depending on it. If this was say like a 30,000 square foot single family home, we would.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because that makes common sense.
Yeah. Because you're going to have massive, because sometimes those pipes are as big as our sewer pipes. There's so many wires in them. So we do that. But
okay.
Generally for the sparks, they're going to couple lines across the house. And if there's any floor outlets, they have to go in now, like underneath a couch or something that, so you don't see the plugs and stuff like that.
Dan, thanks very much indeed.
Rock and roll.
Good luck.
All right. Thanks,
Catch
man.
you later. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm back here on site with Alan Parrott.
Good to see you.
Alan, just tell me where we're up to right at this moment.
So we put in the plans, the revised issue for construction plans a couple weeks ago, and we're still waiting on the approval from the city on those updated plans. It's taking a little longer than expected. So we can't call in any inspections while that's under review. But what we did is we went ahead and we installed all the underground sewer and storm drainage piping in preparation for the slab pour. You see all the piles of dirt here. Yeah. We can't backfill until we get the first inspection. Not the first, but the rough inspection of the piping that we've installed. We tried to get a jump start on the underground electrical, but the piles of dirt are just a little too much for the electricians to work. So once we get this this pipe inspected, when the plans are finally reviewed and approved, we'll backfill this and we'll get the electricians back in. We were able to install the irrigation piping for the center unit to go from the front of the unit to the back. But there's not much else that we can do within the slab proper until we get all these piles of dirt wrapped up.
Okay, so basically they can't lay conduit into the ground at the moment because, well, they're not going to do it just in case God forbid, they don't approve the plans back at the city, correct?
Well, it's not so much if they don't approve it. I'm sure that they'll approve it. It's just there's no room for them to work with all this pile of dirt everywhere.
Sure.
We tried. We gave it our best effort, but it's too much to work around.
Because I was under the impression that we're going to lay conduit and they were going to put the wires through the conduit, and that's what they were going to lay the plastic pipes first.
They will be doing that after we backfill all the plumbing pipes. So we can't backfill until we get it inspected. We can't get it inspected until the drawings are approved.
And how long will it take to backfill? Less than a day?
Yeah, it's going to be less than a day. We've been done with the plumbing piping for almost a week now.
Sure.
So we've been waiting. We've also been working on our underground, our site sewer.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that in a minute. Yeah.
So we can talk about that and take a walk over there.
So okay, lovely. Is I would imagine that here, am I right, is for the Far East house sewage.
Yep.
Correct? That's the sewage trench.
That's the lateral where we tied in to the existing lateral for the sewer for the most easterly home.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about in our
sort of bonus video that I uploaded a few days ago. Oh, that's me yelping. Don't worry, guys, I'm having a new knee soon. And over here is the famous trench. Don't worry, I don't want to fall in. But if I do, grab the camera. Right, so this is the trench that I talked about on the sewage video. So running a line all the way up the property line that's going to service the two furthest townhomes, and that's where it's tapping into here.
And you can see over here where we had the cast iron pipe.
Yeah.
Just inboard of the property a little further, there was a break in the pipe that they cut out and they filled with concrete. So we attached to the pipe where it was still clean, didn't have any concrete. So that's where you see the transition from the 8 to the 6-inch lateral running alongside of the property.
Where's the old cast iron type pipe? We said it's just still buried somewhere here.
Yeah, it's buried in there.
Yeah.
So the existing pipe it goes on a bit of a slant into the neighbor's property, and it's abandoned.
Sure.
So you can't even see it.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll have to be back here when you get the approval.
Hopefully soon.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Sorry about the crappy audio when I was interviewing Chris, the site superintendent down at the site. These things happen usually to me because I'm always in such a rush. Hopefully we'll be back in the next few weeks to bring you further update. Remember, we are much further forward than the videos we're showing. I'm just trying to bring you up to speed in chronological order. See you soon.